Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And tonight, we celebrate Valentine's Day and or Valentine's Night. I just want to say happy Valentine's Day to everyone who's celebrating today, tonight, and of course, this stream is the finale of our 4-part series dedicated to introducing the Marias in new light. That's right, alongside my lore, we're going to experience the Marias and see them in a new light as we conclude this episode or this series with 5 last chapters in the story. But first and foremost, hello everybody, my name is the beloved moon, aka Aga-chuu, Mother Agatha, the First Maria, and I represent V三人のマリア. As you see right now, we have a little bit of a layout change, nothing too special, nothing too, I guess you could say, nothing special actually. Not too special, not too formal, but just a little bit of a nice looking background to finish this series off. And one way to do that is to actually get back to A's reading, just like I did last week. But now we're using echo and 3D, so you can actually hear it from all sides. You can also hear from front to back, left and right, up and down. We'll fiddle with the adjustments later, but for now this is what we're gonna have to deal with software because I love software very much. 3D I/O is not a question at this time, but I would like to crowdfund it for the sake of future ASMR or future ASMR readings. But let's just finish it off with the after story. But first and foremost, I gotta get some things real quick. So I'll see you later on. Apologies for the long wait, but we're here. Okay, so we're now almost at the end of the road here, so from chapter 16 to 20, and of course we have a little bit of a specialty under our sleeve. So look forward to it by chapter 20. But first and foremost, let's take a look at chapter 16, Nurse. So, without further ado, let's get right to it.
What seems as a make told me. Neither am I. I never had the same experience. It's been 2 days since Susan told me about becoming my acquaintance, and I myself had learned about her future plans. But I decided not to tell the maids and others about it, because it's a secret between her and I. Rewind. Susan and one of Hina's cherry blossom gardens along the castle. Facing my direction, she slowly pulls her hand from her head, revealing the part of her hair. I've decided I should change how I look before I can meet you again, Susan said. And also, I'm planning on changing my name to reflect that, so I see, I know. But how would you do that? I got a plan. Relaying her plans to me, she continued. Promise me not to tell the others about this secret. I won't. Good. Slowly, a bottle opens behind her, gently pulling air in. Out you go. I meet you soon. I waved a goodbye as she stepped into the portal, with me having no idea where the portal leads to. But I'm seeing a long stretch of golden hair along its horizon. As I was about to leave, a note was kept on the table. Picking it up, it revealed the following message. Our paths will cross soon. Don't forget it. King Arthur. What? I asked, making a confused face. Who's King Arthur? I still had the note from when the portal was about to close behind my back. Looking at it from Hina's room, I still can't distinguish who King Arthur is, and how he explicitly tells me about crossing paths. Something's fishy here. Somehow, I got a call from the telephone line. I didn't know that was there until Hina told me around during our time here. Carefully accepting the call, it somehow sounds like a high-pitched, cutesy voice. Who am I speaking to? The line went quiet for a bit, but retrieving a rather unsettling feeling. It's Hina. There's this one clinic beyond the kingdom which houses what they call the angelic medical nurse. While she gives prescriptions during the day, she covers one's soul at night. Some of those who claim to have seen her have been experiencing comfort day in and day out. Out of all the nurses in the facility, she stood out among the rest. Her name is Hina Ski. But I've not heard about this fact when I heard the name Sheena. It stuck with me as having just one Sheena in the field. Nevertheless, she slowly continues the sentence. Aga-chuu, I know. Slowly, I can feel my tears falling from my eyes. Sure, she did change her attention style. I can tell that this is still the same Hina that I met for the first time. The next day, I'm on Hina's bed when I heard someone hum. Slowly, I opened my eyes, only to find someone familiar sitting on the side of the bed. Hina. Sheena, keep quiet, she said in a soft tone. I don't want to attract any attention for now. But I tried to get up. How did you get here? She turns around, a key dangling from her hand. I still have it. I smile. I see. Welcome home, Hina. My appearance, she dons a quite revealing outfit colored pink. She has a collar belt around her neck with a cat pendant attached to a chain. She has a hat resembling her profession as a nurse, while her face resembles a Nekomini, a cat girl. Observing her from top to bottom, she also has a number of bandages around her body. We both smile with delight, her changing topic a moment later. You know, it's hard having to keep up with everything that is happening around here. Especially now, when I'm not like this. Did you get reincarnated or something? Perhaps. I see. How are we able to maintain that form? To be honest with you, I'm not sure when. That like this look, I kinda miss the old one. The one that I wore when I first met you here. Yeah. Brings back old memories. After a brief silence, I managed to get up to sit beside her. Sighing, we both look at the window as we witness the sun shining above. You know, it got me thinking. Hina gazes to my direction. I kind of wish that I'd never left this game in the first place. I felt empty back home without your hugs. You know, I'm maybe known for giving hugs and kisses in their sleep. But deep inside, I feel lonely and frail. Without hesitation, I responded with a soft embrace. I can feel her tears seeping through my arms as I stroke her head. This continued on for several minutes until she calmed down. The months that follow were uneventful, but during those times, I've been wondering if I'm capable enough to be able to run the kingdom in her place. Those thoughts continued to seep in, that it concerned the royal advisor.
You seem to be devastated.
He told me.
Are you worried about what happened to Ojo-sama?
I nod slowly. Looks like it.
I see.
He said, writing a note on a piece of paper. One of the maids stepped in, receiving a note.
Don't tell the royal messenger that the overseer will be looking out for everyone in the kingdom moving forward.
He ordered. Such a sentence made me shriek. What?
We'll help you should you need one.
He reassures, patting my head.
You've done a lot for things for Ojo-sama and the rest of us, so please allow us to return the favor.
Pity my eyes pouring out tears. He adds.
I'm sure this is what the Ojo-sama wished in the first place before she was crowned a queen, to have someone like you to look out for everyone. I can still remember the day she told me a week before you arrived.
Rewind. The royal advisor entered Hina's room upon her request, sitting beside her.
Ojo-sama, What do you need?
It's nothing special, really. She smiles, gazing at the floor. But I just had a dream last night.
Sounds wonderful. So, what dream was it?
She sighs, telling the story. So, I dreamt of meeting someone for the first time. From the get-go, I can see that she's good at everything she does. We bonded with each other, made amends, and most importantly, she became one of the most important people to me.
That sounds lovely.
I also remembered in that dream that I made her part of the household, so that she could work together with others with similar aspects. And at one point, I asked her a favor if she could look up with subjects along the way.
Oh?
So, I said this. Come on, Tatina, who was writing a note. Should a situation arise that I could ponder for a very long time, tell her everything I told you, and issue a directive to have her take over my place.
Yeah?
He sounded shocked.
Would that be risky? What if she didn't turn out the way you wanted it to be?
She just smiles, being optimistic about the situation. I'm sure she'll turn out okay. She adds, her hands on her chest. I feel her spirit revolving around the verge, coming behind her heart. So nothing to worry about.
Okay.
He scratched his head.
Have you figured out the name?
She sighed for a bit. They gave him the name that he didn't expect to hear from her. Mother Agatha. Aga-chuu. 2 weeks later, I'm at the clinic that Hina currently works at. One of the staff told me that she's currently sick, so she can't serve everyone well. But upon discretion, I was able to get into the room where she currently stays for the time being. Hina! I called up to her with a hoarse voice. Aga-chuu, is that you? I thought, slowly walking towards her. Yes, it's me. I should have known that I made the right choice to be right next to you that day, she said. I know it's been a rough time, but without me taking a rest for a long time, I'll leave everything to you. You mean, I think the royal advisor told you everything you need to know. Remembering what he told me, tears fall on my cheeks as I firmly hold her hands. Aga-chuu, I will never forget the thing you offered me this day. It's been a painful journey, but I know that we've been able to see the most precious moments together. I'm glad to hear that. She smiles calmly. How is Susan? She's good. I nod. But I didn't know where she is right now. She seems to have wandered around somewhere, I guess. I see. She must have heard it before Erden. Erden? Letting go of my grip, she reaches out to the cabinet to snuggle her, heading into my direction. Someone named King Arthur sent this to me. Oh wait, do you know her? I guess. The incarnation will take place under my command. Susan will become Amy, King Arthur. Amy? Who? I don't know, she said. But if this came from King Arthur, it would appear that he did something to her. Someone whom we both cherished. To be honest, I'm still not quite sure whether or not it would make a difference, but I'll keep an eye out. Thanks. And tell Susan or Amy I said hi. So, what are you going to do now? Are you going to be here for a while? Hina gazes at the ceiling. Yeah, look. This may sound like I don't have anything left to say, but I need to formally thank you for everything that you did to the kingdom. Part of me had been contemplating things that might interfere with my decisions, but I think it's for the best. You have proven yourself to be above all else, so I consider everything, or leaving everything to your regard. That's a huge responsibility. It sure is, but I'm sure you can do it. After all, you're the first person that I met that I exceeded what I wished and hoped for. Hearing those compliments made me wail on her arms, thanking her for what she did to me during my stay. I promise I'll be doing whatever I can to prove your legacy, or to preserve your legacy and lead everyone to a bright new future. Now, Ashura, in order, the people await your call. I nodded and hurriedly left the clinic. Back at the room, Hina gazes at the door with a final smile on her face. May the tunings be with you. Our First Maria.
Chapter 17 is up next, and after that chapter we'll be taking a break, so let's continue. Chapter 17, Big Ram.
A few days later, I was back at one of the gardens across the castle where Hina had called me by my nickname for the first time. It somehow became nostalgic for me to remember that moment once in a while. Wearing an elegant robe given to me by the royal advisor, I finally fulfilled her wish of taking over her line of work. Rewind. Everyone's waiting for you, one of the maids said. I don't know about the future of this kingdom, but we wish you all the best. Thanks, I smiled. To be honest, I don't know if I could fulfill her wish the moment she told me, but I'm sure you can manage it. You can ask us for any assistance, and should you need one. Another maid cheered on. Just in time, the royal advisor handed me a box containing a robust sword.
As requested by the Ojo-sama,
He said. Carefully unboxing the robe, it has the color palette just the same as the dress I'm currently wearing. It has white fur on the top part, and sakura flowers knitted around the cloth. At the bottom, it has Hina's name on it, which reads as Aga-chuu. On the inside, the body is colored pink as opposed to the red one on the outside. The edges were painted faint purple as opposed to white. It also glitters with more. Thanks. I'll see you on the outside. Later on, in front of the audience, the royal subjects, the ladies and butlers, the royal advisor, and the royal bishop behind me. I gave out this speech at the castle balcony. We gathered here today to remind ourselves about Ojo-sama's legacy and her desire to serve everyone through meaningful circumstances. She has served us faithfully and with utmost love to all. Today, I vow to continue on that legacy and fulfill her final wish. The one wish I would never thought would come to me at an unexpected time. I am going to continue serving you all until forever. I'll close with the following words. To Aga-chuu, who has been one of my freshest friends that I've ever met, I'm finally able to say that I'm proud to be your only Aga-chuu. Reaching for the top of my head, I can feel the weight of the tiara above me. It's custom made, they said, I thought to myself. Just then, I felt a strange pull in the wind around my back. Turning around, I saw a strange portal, which for some reason was the same portal back when Susan decided to have a change in identity or some sort. Coming out of the portal is someone who I haven't seen in a long time. By appearance, she has a dress colored black and gold. She has smooth yellow hair with a honey on it. My height, she appears petite. But her eyes... Susan? She smiles, opening her arms. I'm home! Immediately, I pull into an embrace, tears flowing from my eyes. Good day. Have you been? Good. I've been through many reincarnations, but it would seem always one in the end. Glad you thought so. Oh, by the way, she pulls her from the embrace. I'm not Suzu anymore. Call me Emi. Emi Shion. I see. I nod. Glad to meet you, Emi. Yes, what? Aga-chuu. Slowly, another person came out of the portal. By height, it appears she's taller than both of us. By appearance, she appears in a quite revealing outfit, but her hair is long and silky, in addition to some of it being colored blue. Most of it is colored gold. She also wears a floating crown above her head. Clothes-wise, she has quite the deep, spanning regal palette and straight line design. She also wields a sword to which I can't determine its properties. So it was you, she said in a calm yet serious tone. Glad to finally meet you, Agatha. So am I. Slowly, she raises her hand towards my direction. The note? Slowly remembering I had a note in my pocket, I hesitantly gave it to her. She smiles for a bit, sending the note to thin air. Let me formally introduce myself. My name is the second King, Arthur Mira. Upon realizing the name, I wonder in pure curiosity and worry. She adds, don't worry, I don't mean no harm. I just want to thank you for what you've done to the kingdom. Don't worry about it. She frowns for a bit. I can't imagine what life has been like for you. Unlike mine, who had a life full of despair and curse. I see. And he butts in. Okay, I know you've been through a lot, but thanks for introductions. Aga-chuu, I'll open a note to you. I accept Emily's note. She contains the following. It's the first time I get to write this note. So, first things first. I know the mission to aid the people headed in the quest for whatever they have in mind. It'll be a long and intensive journey, but it sure was fun. I somehow met going in Lancelot when I was wandering around Camelot, and to my surprise, I met Arthur Mira. Such a stunning beauty to say the least. But something has been bugging me back when I first entered the portal. I don't know what my main mission was, so I decided to accompany Arthur on my way back here to hand you this note because I'll be staying there for a while. It's been a painful decision to leave someone close to me behind, but we both know that we'll get through this without a hitch. I am for your support through these trying times. Anew. Well, I found a note. I heard some rumors from a faraway land that she was so called. Cursed legend, though it remains to be seen why that is the case. According to her, she did some quite inexcusable things. Is that so? That's what I was told. I see. Sighing for a bit, I turn my attention to Arthur. I would like to thank you for accompanying her on the trip here. Please take care of her well. I will. She said with an accompanying bow. Well, I should be going then. And he said, turning to the portal. Maybe meet again someday. Aga-chuu. Be safe here too. As I watched them into the portal, one photo came down from above. The portal disappeared when the photo had hit the ground. Picking it up, it revealed a photo of Emi and Arthur in the frame, smiling in delight. I overheard their conversations concerning their personal lives, so I devised a directive that would let them take their time off to focus on their personal well-being. Signals for the royal subjects and everyone working at the castle. Heading back to Ina's room. I can't wait to remove this rug and finally pass out for the night. It's been a long and tedious journey back from the forest, but I finally found a place I can call home. A home that I can go back to whenever I feel like needing to. Good night, Ina. Good night, Mara. It is done.
Chapter 18 is up next, but we'll be back for a short break. Stand by. Alright, we're back. Time for chapter 18. Alright, so we got 3 chapters to go. I'm so excited. Okay.
At the Imperial Garden, at the fun house, Aura's just been given additional powers and will aid in her request to find her long-lost friend. Agatha, she said to herself. Just then, she heard a silent thud from what's supposed to be Agatha's room. Heading to the source of the noise in a hurry, she opened the door, only to find there's no one there. Just around the floor, however, she saw a mysterious box. I could have sworn it wasn't floating here before, was her? Carefully, she walks forward to grab the box from its position and heads away. Sighing in relief, she walks over to one of the tables to have a look at the mystery box. Unknowingly, she felt a note inside the box. Pulling it out, it displayed the following. The First Maria is waiting for you. The First Maria? Suddenly, a familiar face walks inside the house. That's right. The time is almost here. Wait. She immediately looks upward, realizing a familiar voice. Grand Lady, what are you doing here? She taps her right shoulder. The third Maria has realized who she was. You know what I mean. Do you mean? In at the moment, another person steps inside the house. She seems to be royally clothed by the look of it. Who are you? My name is Hina. She bows. Hina Ojo. I came here on behalf of the Grand Lady. The Grand Lady nods in response. Honor was terror. I brought her here because she has something important to say to you. And Hina walks forward, holding what seems to be the same box Aura got, but in a different color. Aura, I just realized that we've been called by the Grand Lady for one thing in common. Someone precious to us. Someone precious to us? You mean? Hina puts the box on the table. A woman with green hair? Red dress? Now that you mention it, I'd encountered her before. Aura nods in realization. I hardly remember that she wanted her hair green to match mine, but the dress? Hold on. Hina smiles and so is the Grand Lady. Immediately, she stopped as she saw the memories being played back in her eyes. Hold on, Hina. Did you dress up by any unique means? Hina nods. I call her Aga-chuu. Aga-chuu. Aura tries to distinguish the nickname in her head. Aga-chuu. Immediately, her eyes begin to widen. Agatha! Hina smiles in response. Aura adds, would she do that? How could she do that? But no one needs boxes like us to. You see, the boxes and the fact that both of you are in presence with each other plays a role. Hina's the Grand Lady, but only she has the key to make it happen. And by the key, you mean only Aga-chuu gets to spell us the details? Asks Hina. The Grand Lady nods in response. Yes, in a few moments she'll wake up in another world. A world where both of you expected to meet her for the first time together. Aura still has no idea what all this is about, but her mind has been made up. Okay. I believe in what you said this time, for the sake of rekindling with her once more. You can do that, smiles the grand lady. But you can stay with her forever if you so desire. Aga-chuu, chimes Fina, her hands clasped against one another. We're coming to meet you again. Mother Agatha, the First Maria, the floor is yours.
Chapter 19 is coming up. Chapter 19, yes. The invocation, let's do it.
Sometime later, the gentle glow of the sun in a clear sky across the sakura tree in the middle of the cold fields, a serene breeze seeping in as time passes by each moment. I slowly opened my eyes, realizing I found myself in a completely different location this time. This isn't my room. Where am I? Trying to actually get up from what are essentially grass fields, but going around before realizing that there's a box right next to me. Where did this come from? Gazing at the front, I saw a picnic table together with some chairs. Slowly heading to that location, I carefully inspect the box. I wonder what's inside this box, I thought. Just as I was about to fully open the box, I heard a rustling sound of the grass that is close in my direction. Looking at the scene, I can see a figure from afar. Wait, Aura? Yes. The first to arrive is no other than Aura Ostara, a celestial nymph guardian. She seems to be holding a green box. Wait, Agatha dearest? What are you doing here? Asks Aura. I don't know how I got here, but how did you also late? Somehow a bit good. But then the figure started calling out. It was Hina also this time. She shrieks in acceptance. Aura, are you sure this is the same spot? Hold on. Aga-chuu? Hina-chuu? How did you get here? I don't know. I was following Aura the whole time. On Hina's hand is a big box. Respectively, I have a purple box which seems to be heavier. Hold on, Aga-chuu. You talked about the box before, right? Hina began the conversation. So, what would it mean that the three boxes need to be together to find the key? Hina, let's not bombard her with questions yet. Aura tried to calm her down. It's okay, Aura. I tapped her shoulder, looking at Hina. I'll tell you everything once we've unboxed the items. Both nodding agreement and started opening the boxes together with me. Hina's box contains 3 bracelets of varying colors, where those match the color of respective boxes. In addition, she has a fruit frame and 3 pens with varying symbols: leaf, lotus, and sakura. Aura's box contains 3 choker necklaces with colors the same as the one as on the bracelets. It also has 2 crowns and one DSLR camera for some reason. My box contains a quill pen, 3 rings engraving different symbols, and a book of some sort. I wonder what's inside this book, I wonder. When we are discussing what made these items connected with each other, another peculiar figure has arrived. Glad to see the 3 of you. Sanohi. Aura and Hina greeted back. I know this. I immediately get up from my seat holding a book. It appears the Grand Lady already gave me the signal as soon as the book was out of the bag. Approaching the Grand Lady, I observe as my hands feel a little warm sensation with the book in full glow. It is done, she said, her hands away from the book. The rest is up to you. Turning to Aura and Hina, I can feel myself slowly burst into tears as I begin to recall courteously respond with a warm embrace, making sure to let all my feelings out. A while later, I gently held their hand as they began to mutter the following words. Ara, you know we met for a short while, but it was one of the most fulfilling experiences I ever had in my entire life. I can safely say that you're the first precious man I ever dreamed to have since getting out of my shell. It felt like an eternity just being able to be close to you, and even without sometimes we need to be apart. And Hina, you have this kind of magic that draws me in and becomes one of your support people. We share the same laughs, same circumstances, and most importantly, we're able to get things done together. I may not feel you physically when you're left to kingdom, but your presence not only reached to me, but every genius out there. And I vow to keep on the promise we made under the sakura tree, that once you depart, I'll do whatever I can to keep the spirit alive. Alright, Hina burst the tears in response. Hina responded with a smile on her face. I never thought that your daughter was quite so well. Ara hiccupped, changed her sentence. I don't know what to say. You know, it's been a short while we're together, but your soul has reached me in the episodes. I can't thank you enough for making me feel that way. A while later, standing in front of the tree, I began my salutations. So, what's on the table are what will represent, and what essentially will be the signal to our future endeavors. But first, let me distribute these items to the both of you. Sorting the items by color and symbol, I first gave Aura a lotus-shaped tiara. In addition, a green and choky necklace, a lotus pin, a green bracelet, and a lotus-designed ring. I gave Hina the crown next, which is almost identical as the one she's currently wearing, but even shinier than before. In addition, a big bracelet and choky necklace, a sakura-designed ring, and a sakura pin. I got the bracelet and choky necklace colored purple, a leaf pin, and a leaf-designed ring. I'm not sure about the headwear since I don't have a crown myself, but looking at the grand lady, she seems to have the necklace prepared. So, that explains why I didn't feel anything after I fight with the delinquents. My necklace had disappeared. Looking at both of them, I immediately gave the following command. With all the items in place, let's all wear them at once. In a simultaneous manner, Ara, Hina, and I began wearing the items as indicated. One by one, the pins started to glow, along with its corresponding ring. Some seconds later, the cloak disappeared. Very well. The grand lady steps in, holding a book and a quill pen. Ara and Hina, please step forward. As they're told, the two make their step as the book begins to flip the pages by itself. This book will be the testament of what the future endeavors will bring. Signing here will put your name on everyone's hearts moving forward. Hina immediately takes the pen right after the grand lady finishes her statement. What it means? It's for Aga-chuu. Immediately, she signs her name on the page, handing the pen over to Aura. Aura nervously takes the pen from Hina's hand, closing her eyes. Isn't that what we're doing at this point onward? We're reflecting on everyone's wishes and desires. And as someone who's known for someone nearest to me, I think I already made the right choice. For Aga the dearest. As soon as Aura finishes signing on the page, the pen slowly floats into my direction. The key is yours, Baron, the grand lady said. I nod, raising my hand, causing the book to float towards my direction. I turn away, walking towards the sakura tree as I take deep breaths. I utter the following words. Universality without borders, acceptance beyond comprehension. May those two core values unite us all. Turning back to face the three from afar, I slowly write my signature on the page. As soon as I finish the signature, the book begins to glow even brighter with the quill disappearing from my hand. When that's settled, cues the Grand Lady. All right, Hina, please join us in this ceremony. They both nod, tears in their eyes, as they approach forward. I smiled as they give me another warm embrace. Ara, for your dedication to find what's unique and precious inside oneself, I hereby commend you as the second Maria. Ara extends her hands on her chest. As the second Maria, I'm ready to tackle any challenges together with you. I turn to face Hina. Hina, for your continuous support and love throughout the trying times, and for not giving up your spirit for the greater good, I hereby commend you as the third Maria. Hina assents, her hands on her chest as she smiles and her eyes closed. I'm personally grateful to have met you on that day. As the third Maria, I swore to carry on the promise we made together. I stood firm, my hands on my chest. Then, as the first Maria, I look forward to sharing all the precious moments with both of you. The Grand Lady walks in with the necklace in her hands. In order to finally formally commence the collective your choice, you must wear this necklace for one last time. I gently take the necklace, wearing it around my neck. With my head facing the sky, I begin to chant the following words. Oh, Luna, come to me and heed my call. For the first Maria is here to serve you. Closing my eyes, I can feel my body heating up as I begin to change my appearance. Somehow the necklace disappeared before I knew it. The Grand Lady, Aura, and Hina watched it all as my clothing began to change. From afar, the spirits from the celestial tree began to swirl around, combining into a ball of light. A moment later, the light had disappeared, and the view returned to normal. I slowly descend through the air, facing the three. The oracle has been sealed, I said, not simply realizing that I changed my voice once more. My appearance, it still appears the same as the first time I had this experience, even though I only had it twice during those times. Clothing remains the same, but more regal than ever. Instead of a tiara, I have a floating crown shaped like the sun and moon, partly reminiscent of Arthur's. Alright, Hina, what you're looking at right now. Alright, Hina, what you're looking at right now is your enhanced lunar form. She resembles the goddess of moonlight, constituting the moon, the Grand Lady said. But despite everything, she's still the same Agatha that you know and love. Turning her gaze to mine, she adds, Agatha, have you made up a name that will represent the three of you? To this I nod. Yes. We're the three of us committed to making the world a better place for everyone, and how we refer ourselves as Marias. I'm now proud to proclaim the name of the collective. VTresMarias, V三人のマリア. Very well. The Grand Lady nods, raising her arms. As she raises her head to gaze at the skies, she slowly begins to float in thin air. Wings open wide, her body flowing. Agatha, by the power of the celestial tree, and the grace of yours truly, the Grand Lady, I hereby bless thee upon the eternal grace of those who lived within. May the leaves, limbs, and joints be upon you. VTresMarias. As the Grand Lady ascended to the skies, I was reverted back to my original form. As we watched the grace unfold before our eyes, the Grand Lady begins to chant like an angel in the sky. Mother Agatha, the First Maria, bearing the essence of the leaf, symbolizing perseverance. You aim to be at your best, and you keep going forward to achieve your dreams and goals with the support of many, whilst continuing to support those who you cherish. Ara, the second Maria, bearing the essence of the lotus, symbolizing rebirth. You learn from your past and adapt to changes around within you in conjunction for what will be your own future. Hina Odo, the third Maria, bearing the essence of the sakura, symbolizing stability. Learning how to align and distance yourself remains one of the key factors in defining your personality, though it's for the best once in a while. Considering your associations with people remains a necessity to keep oneself sane and tranquil. Ara, Hina, and I chant together for the first time. Universe ready without borders. Acceptance beyond comprehension. The Grand Lady descended a while after such a proclamation, a gun in hand. Everyone, prepare to make your mark in this world. We all nod at the request, finding what pose would be suitable. When we're done, I signal the Grand Lady to take a photo of a lifetime. With a click of a shutter, there it was. 3 ladies, sisters, sitting under the shade of the sakura tree as we begin our lifelong journey. As the Marias. With her hands, the Grand Lady began to manipulate the photo frame to make it larger than it originally was, while also duplicating to make other 2 iterations. The photo, surprisingly enlarged, fits right through it without a hitch. Mastered to perfection, the Grand Lady's graceful hands did all the heavy lifting to ensure that the photo is preserved for a long time, just like our legacy together. With a final sigh, she lifts her hands in the air, causing the 2 photo frames to levitate and vanish. I wonder where they would end up. I wonder where they end up. Our ponders throughout the process. Hina's rose. Who knows? I can only smile in case of sky. I hope they like it. At Hina's castle, the butler is aided in carrying a large photo frame covered in opaque silk. By the royal advisor's directive, it needs to be placed at the wall facing the entrance doors.
Just put it right there,
He said, up to his hand. When the butlers were done, they began accompanying the maids as they arranged their standing positions. As the royal advisor begins to read his note.
Today, we could not believe that the day would come that 2 souls become one with grace and honor. Yes, our liege, our royal Jonsama, and our royal accomplice, Aga-chuu, have officially bonded together with someone named Ara Stella to form a collective in which they enforce the following core values: universality without borders, acceptance beyond comprehension. And to this, I officially state that I'm very proud to become one of the students.
The drape has finally come off, revealing the portrait of the trios, the Marias under the sakura tree in a place far, far away. The royal advisor concludes.
Today, we formally recognize the royal trios, VTresMarias.
In the following days that follow, the castle became one of the biggest tourist attractions across the kingdom and beyond. The royal advisor kindly assigned as a tour guide, giving onlookers a history of how it was established following Hina's arrival and how it's currently thriving under Agatha's rule. The 2 ladies that had been close to Hina for a long time were occupying both rooms respectively, preparing the rooms in advance for the 2's return in the future. The subjects, Julians, were living their days as if the spirits of the Marias were with them. The boarding house became a multifunction hall. where guests from around the world would share experiences while being catered by good food served by former tenants who became its own employees. And the incorporeal garden. Also, the spirits gather together outside the funhouse as the package begins to arrive. It's so large, many spirits help to carry the package inside. One of the senior spirits who have been running the garden since their guardian was out of duty for a long time came out the following speech.
Today, we celebrate a major milestone here in the incorporeal garden as our selection of guardian, Aga-chuu, takes on a bigger opportunity together with who's essentially her first friend in her lifetime. Together with another accomplice of theirs, let's all celebrate the coming of the collective abided by their core values. Universality without borders and acceptance beyond comprehension. As one of the senior spirits of the incorporeal garden and as a proud nemesis, I'm proud to present VTresMarias.
The dream has been let go, revealing the picture of Marias to the audience. The lotuses that were prepared in advance begin to light up in colors of purple, green, and pink, satisfying the ceremonial inauguration of the Marias. The spirits, now called imbeciles, are happily celebrating and chanting to the tune. The garden has become livelier than it was before Agatha arrived for the first time. Meanwhile, inside our personal garden, 3 tiaras were being built from lively branches to be prepared in anticipation of the trio's arrival. Laura, Gina, and I witnessed as the photo frame was being lifted to the supposed giant signage. The Grand Lady has been doing the heavy lifting for quite long. And it's done, she said. That should do it. Hina felt astonished upon looking at the frame again. That's beautiful. I agree. Or nods in agreement. The 3 of us look wonderful in there. I could only think of all possible actions after the ceremony. Should we go out to see the world together? Or should we make our own art for the sake of illuminating boredom while we're here in this world? Or should we change clothes for a change of pace? Well, I could only hope for the best of us. I must go now. The Grand Lady backs away. The celestial tree makes my presence. No worries, I smile at her. Thanks for gathering all the 3 of us here. The fate of the world now lies in your hands now, she said, gazing at the sky. May I hope that you continue your journey with the ones you loved moving forward. I swore to protect you the first time you met. Our nods. I'll do whatever it takes to save the people just like what Aga-chuu did. Hina follows suit. You can assure us, Grand Lady. And we'll do whatever we can to make this world a better place, I said. That's the promise I swore to myself. Very well, the Grand Lady nods, a portal opening behind them. Go forth and beyond, Marias, for the adventure awaits. We just watch as she makes her final exit back to the sanctum where the celestial tree stands proud in the center of the moonlight lake. As the portal closes for the final time, you all sigh in relief and uncertainty. So, what's next? Hina asks. Should we go back to my place? Wait, I won't. Is that a bit early? Are you tired? Laura begins to yawn. Not recognition has been good. The sun had already set, the moon shining above us. Well, I guess you're right. Hina scratches her eyes. But where should we go in the night? I gaze at the illuminating sapphire tree and smile. I guess I found the perfect location. All 3 of us walk hand in hand as the cold breeze seeps in through our bodies. Sitting on the grassy hills, we both chatted about our stories regarding our origins and how we became our own selves. When all of us become tired, we immediately lay low, go for the grass, and as we gaze at the stars. You know, fragments of it some time ago. Laura continued the conversation. Really? Hina responded. Tell us about it. I mean, I already told it to Agatha dearest, so I chuckled. Yeah. It was at one point that he invited us to lay down on the grass under the shade of the tree. Well, the leaves, roses, and sungrass are all that seen. I think this might be just like what you dreamed about, Hina told Laura. But we've been called the Marias before this happened. I think that's a part of it. As we gaze back at the night sky, the stars begin to align, forming our symbols. The lines are of 3 colors associated with our palette. Somehow, our Nina began to sleep soundly as we hear the tranquil sounds of nature. Their arms were over my stomach, so I could barely move. They both feel comfortable though. I could only gaze at the sky for one last time as the colors began to dim. Smiling, I bid both of them good night. Good night, Hora. Good night, Hina. My precious Marias. From this day onward, my collective was born from the friendship of 3 personalities spanning different places and different generations. A collective that will become a staple in all the ups and downs of what makes a friendship frugal yet so great. As the Marias drown themselves in their deep sleep, their bond begins and continues to tighten. I can only hope for better days with them. That's what I cherish the most. The dream that I wished for so long has finally borne fruit, and I made to stay with them forever.
And now we're down to the last chapter, but first and foremost, praise the moon. Thank you so much for lurking. Now let's get to the final one, the final chapter, but I'm going to be using my own voice this time, so let's go. Chapter 20, Beyond. Somewhere in a certain Asian country, a peculiar streamer in the neighborhood is just done with his streaming work to focus on making something special. But he's not just a usual streamer. He claims to be the only streamer who is also a VTuber in the neighborhood. His past may be difficult, but he is living his life trying to support fellow VTubers while he still can. He had remained committed to his passion for VTubing among other activities since his first contact with some of his friends on the internet were also VTubers of various calibers. I'm almost done with this masterpiece and I can finally tell it to his special friends what I did in a year, he said, drawing something on his phone. It appears to be an illustration of 3 VTubers whom he started working on at a shopping mall close to his home. On his laptop screen, there's a 3D model that he somehow associated with a few years ago. Aside from that, 2 pictures were on the other side of his room, and behind him were items that could be described as cosplay materials. As he's making a final gesture on his phone, so this is coloring of the layer. It is dark, he said, just in time for a scheduled debut. Deeply breathing in and out, he prepares his voice, his materials, and his phone as he presses the start streaming button on his recording software. Happy first anniversary, Mama dearest, Mama Queenie. May the leaves, the missiles, and tunings be upon us all.
What you're seeing right now is the first anniversary illustration that I did since last year after the supposed recoloring of the scanned document that I initially had when I was working on it on paper. And that paper constitutes the provisioning of the Marias. VTresMarias, V三人のマリア, with two core values. Universality without borders, acceptance beyond comprehension. And before we formally conclude this whole four-parter series, the third Maria will always stay with us forever. And so is the second Maria. We just got the news from last 28 January that the third Maria is now formally ceasing her activities on socials for good. She has thanked everyone for their support throughout this trying times and for holding the fort. And we hope for the best for future endeavors. As the first Maria, I wish her all the best, and we will meet again. The current status for the second Maria still remains unknown, but we hope for the best for her and her future as she's still working her butt off for her own living. So we could hope for the best for her as well. So to the second and third Marias, may the first Maria be at your presence forever. And that is about it for this whole conclusion. We are now formally concluding the whole series. This has been a major impact for quite a while, and I'm very grateful that it turned out to be this way. So we are now formally concluding everything that we have over here, so there's no continuation to this. This is finally the final straw, the final thing. So I would like to thank you all for being here with me throughout these trying times ever since 2022 when I first streamed on July 2022. How time flies. I'll be having an anniversary yet again this year on 5 July 2024 as second anniversary as a VTuber. Also, tries a month as well. So 2 events, 1 day and 2 events in a single day. How fun! So that is literally about it for this episode. I would like to thank you all so much for being here with me. And once again, may the leaves, nimbusos, and chunins be of love and all. We will conduct the raid now on Twitch and VStream, but for those who are watching us on YouTube, I would like to thank you all for your service and for watching this episode. On behalf of VTresMarias, V三人のマリア, to our second and third Marias, Aura Ostara, Mamajiris, Hina Ojo, Hina Ojo, the third Maria, Mama Queenie. This has been the beloved moon, Aga-chuu, Mother Agatha, the first Maria, and we'll see you tomorrow on VStream for 346 Scourge. How about it? So with that, we formally conclude this whole thing, this whole event, and thank you for watching.